Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that huge new Japanese financial stimulus is on the way. But first up, the US Fed has upgraded its assessment of the American economy, reflecting improvements in its recent performance. It said the immediate risks have diminished, and that leaves the door open to raise rates later this year, possibly as early as September. It is a statement where the only issue now seems to be the persistence of low inflation that's holding them back. Jobs growth and the global background are now being assessed as no current worries. But a month or two ago, the global worries were an issue, and that showed up in June data released today for durable goods orders. The US dollar rose and equity markets recovered some earlier losses when the Fed statement was released. Benchmark bond yields didn't react at all. Now the focus will shift to the RBA next Tuesday. Markets are expecting a cut from their rate then. In Japan, the government there is about to announce a huge new fiscal stimulus program, perhaps more than $375 billion in its latest bid to help its domestic economy emerge from deflation. They're expected to increase public expenditure on infrastructure building, as well as accelerate efforts to boost farm exports and attract more foreign tourists. This fiscal plan will no doubt put some pressure on the Bank of Japan, who meet tomorrow, to support the government action with easier monetary policy. It all looks a bit desperate in Japan at the moment from a policy perspective, but the country's economy is actually still ticking along okay, even if it's not setting the world on fire. Back in New York, US Treasury 10-year yields are lower at 1.54%, having fallen earlier in the day's trading session. The US benchmark oil price keeps on slipping, today by more than a dollar, and is now just under $42 a barrel, and the Brent benchmark is just under $43 a barrel. But the gold price is slightly higher, up to $1,326 an ounce. New Zealand dollar will start today a little lower from this time yesterday, despite the night session flurry. The Fed-induced stronger US dollar has caused the change of attack. It is now just on 70.2 US cents, 94.4 Aussie cents though, and 64 euro cents. The TWI is now at 74.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.